Hey YouTube, today I got a review for you of the WSI Kenworth C500b heavy tractor unit. And you can purchase this from DHS Diecast for $143. But the other ones, like the Momoa edition and Ocean Traders, I believe they're $153 because they've got that name on there. So we're going to go kick off the review by having a look at the front of the tractor. Now the front of the tractor is definitely very detailed. You have your front bumper, some floodlights, and the towing hitch. And up there you have this little grill guard and two bumper poles. Some people call them rookie poles. And then there's also a small grab rail on the side. And you have your two headlights and your signal, which actually is covered by a little piece of metal, just like it is on the real machine, real truck. Then your grille is actually etched through, and then you have Kenworth's famous KW logo. And now taking a look at the top, you have some windshield, you have your nice windshield wipers, and then you have the nice chrome visor, the lights, and then you have your two strobe lights, which actually are covered by a thin little case on them, and that looks very realistic, and it has been done very well. Then you have your air horns and your D sign, which is the Canadian oversized sign. So I usually keep an oversized sign on it because I'm from the US. Now we're going to go take a look at the side of the model, and we're going to go have a look under the hood. Now this is a very interesting hood design, the C500, because it's a open hood. Like you flip, it's a side hood. You open it up inside, and you have these little side panels that you fit, and they have the Kenworth name on them, and they do come out when you try to open them, but it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to keep track of them. And then there's one for the other side too. So under here you have your nice, very nicely detailed engine. It's probably a Caterpillar C15 engine, at least 550 horsepower. I think it's Caterpillar because it's yellow. I haven't seen any other engine that's yellow besides Cat in a truck. And your grill is etched through. Like, I can't really show it to you because it's kind of hard to see. So next you have your wheel, your front steer tire. Oh, and I forgot to mention that you can have an open-sided hood. You don't have to put the panels back in. But here's your front wheel. You can get a very hard lock on the steering. So you can take a corner realistically. I like how the front wheel is different than the rear. So the rears are white and then the front one's chrome. So then you have your air intake. It's nothing special. Your mirrors, which do feature some radio antennas for your radio. They look very good. And then you have the mirror on the side of the door and the peep window, which is very nice. Next you have your the exhaust pipes, and the exhaust pipes are both metal. And then this model also features a sweeper. And you have a little toolbox and a small light hanging off of it. Then you have your step up into the cab. And you have your fuel tank, and you have a small step so you can go walk around up on that back deck. And you have some small chains, just loose chains in between the mud flaps. Now you have your two rear wheels. As I said, they are different than the front, and then this model does feature very nice suspension in the back as well as the front. And now moving on to the back. On the back of the model, you have two headlights, your Kenworth branded mud flaps. So then you have your towing hitch, which you just have a little pin in there to go secure the trailer hitch. And this truck, it could hold a Shriola unit. If someone could actually confirm if the WSI Shriola unit's compatible in there, that would be great. Just because I'm thinking about getting one. And you have your ballast box, which is secured with some crossover chains. And as a ballast load, you have two tires, and the ballast box is metal. Now moving on to the headache rack. The headache rack is very nice, and it does have two little bars there to go, and I guess that's to go put your extra chains on that they give you. And I also keep some of my sword chains on there too. And the lights on here are excellent. They really do look like real lights, and they are giving Sword a run for their money with the lights. Then you have a small toolbox on the back of your model. And then that little walkway is actually etched through. Next, onto this side of the model. This side of the model is literally identical, aside from the fact that it does have a little toolbox there. And I did forget to mention that this model features opening doors. Then once you open up the doors, you can see a very detailed Kenworth interior. And this truck's definitely a 2007 and before, because the interior is still brown in there. The wood trim is brown, but now it's black in all the Kenworth trucks. Now, I actually do plan to get this truck in the Momoa colors, and I do plan to get the Western Star in the Momoa colors, and I want to do that so it'll match my T800 over there. And I was actually a little upset when they came out with it in Momoa colors, because those are the colors, that is the livery I wanted it in the first time. So I hope you enjoyed this review and found it helpful. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave them in the comments section, and I'll get back to you as fast as I can. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.